My name's Nikau Te Huki, and I'm sitting here with my purple brother, and I got a purple lid on my jar of coffee, and I've got half a spliff here, and it's been raining in Wellington today, and I haven't had a shower in 2 or 3 days.
Nice. Is that hot water issues? Or just...
Yeah, hot water issues. You know the one.
Yeah.
New house vibes.
Oh yeah, we just got out of that problem. It's I think we've gone through 21 showers at least in 3 days.
Nice, bro. Making up for a day.
Yeah, it feels good to be back.
Just no natural oils left. Just stripped.
Yeah, cleanse every 3 hours. Oh, it's a good time. I think let's start with Holloway though, because I've got so many questions that need to be answered about that.
Yeah, that was like a seed, eh?
Yeah, that definitely planted a seed for me. First question I have about it is, have you ever done that thing where you got people to sit down again?
Damn, that's right. That's what happened. Everyone sat down, eh?
Everyone. I came into the room not entirely sure what I was walking into. Yeah. And I'm just there standing in a room of people who are all on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is full on school assembly again. And then the rise of it, immediately got it. I was like, oh, true, Nico's going to be encouraging people to rise up and stand up for themselves. Yeah. But also, why did they sit? And also, can we see that again at some point?
Yeah. Let's sit.
Yeah, absolutely.
E noho.
E noho?
E noho. That means to sit. Yeah, I mean sit down. So if you someone says e noho, that means sit down. And it's quite a direct command. It's not like you can probably sit. It's like sit down, sit the fuck down.
Yes.
But damn, the sit, the Holloway Road sit. That's right, at the garden. Yeah, bro, I remember the moment vividly, and I remember the song we were playing. A song called Superman.
Yep. And
it's a song that I wrote back in the days, probably 17. And I was living on Glenmore Street, right next to the Botanical Gardens, and I was eating some mushrooms the morning that I composed that song, and
as you do,
as most as the things go, and I was in this bush, and I heard a stick fall, and then I thought it was I don't know, my mind just manifested the image of a monkey falling, you know how monkeys just so confidently swinging through these huge trees. I was just what if the monkey just falls and then just schmucks himself and dies?
Yeah.
And I was what if no one heard that monkey or saw that monkey die, and he just died on his own? And then somehow that led me to write the song. I have no fucking idea. It's completely not related to monkeys, but anyway, that's a cool little thing. But yeah, so it's basically a song about reclaiming our power. And a lot of my songs are written through the perspective of a man, which I happen to be this lifetime, and so I've that's my that's the perspective that I have to offer, so the chorus goes, look into the space, so looking into the space, looking into the space behind his eyelids, he sees nothing's changed since he was a baby. He begins to cry, the truth unwinds, this life is just a trippy dream, riding on a wave of blue psilocybin. That's when he realized that it's all about discipline. The man in control of himself is in control of his reality. And I think
I've had a lot of trips to that song.
Yeah, boy.
Basically,
you should have sung it for me, bro.
Influenced all my mushroom trips through that song.
Ooh.
Every time I come out of it, I'm trying to learn discipline from it rather than anything else. Yeah, definitely one of the biggest helps over lockdown too, I think.
Yeah, Peck, bro. I'm so happy to hear that. That's awesome. Thanks for listening to my music.
Oh, that's always why I say you should get more out there. Is we went on the hunt the other day. You changed up your name, and we got real worried.
Oh no way! Oh, that makes me feel so happy. It's casual healing now.
Nice.
Going through a little transition.
Yeah.
But anyway, I didn't even tell anyone to sit down. That's the trippy part. So
everyone in the crowd did, eh?
Yeah. So everyone in the crowd, like, I didn't say like sit down, like.
Do you know the people who were like doing it? Because I thought it was some sort of like slightly rigged thing. I was like, you got people in the crowd that are like,
yeah. Did I set it up?
Everything before, like.
No, it was not planned. It was like completely spontaneous. There were no. I don't know who the persecutor was. I don't know who got everyone on that. Basically, I told them to shush, so like similar, it's like trippy how it's kind of, so I said like, I want everyone to listen to the song like with your heart instead of just your drunk ears. And then once they got that message, they just all sat down and vibed out. But then it didn't take long for them to stand back up again and make more noise. Yeah, because then the drop goes hard. Reality.
Did you notice the effect you had on the crowd that night in terms of like movement? Every time you went out into the crowd would ripple back from it.
Yeah.
And again, I've never seen something like that. That was like a moment of insight into what like extreme levels of artistry are.
Everything's good. But otherwise
Come on now, Nikau. Yeah.
So back to H4lf Cast things. When did that start for you?
H4lf Cast. 2018. In the arse end of 2018. So H4lf Cast was like, at the time, just an accumulation of all the songs I'd ever written, really.
Yep.
So all the songs I had written up to them were pretty political and pretty angry and happy. But it got to a point where I decided I wanted to do some live stuff, because my dad is a live musician and I've always kind of knew I would get there, but I didn't know when I'd have the content or, meet the people. And anyway, I was studying at Pltfrm School of Music, and I met Jason Rapana and Keanu Takawa, and a young man named Tyron Wilson as well, H4lf Cast OG guitarist. And I was like, yo, they were a few years above me, so I was like real anxious when I was hitting them up to see if they wanted to jam with me. And it's funny because I've spoken to them about that moment in hindsight, and they said that they felt the same way. They felt nervous, and so it's funny. It's like, you never know. You're busy thinking about what other people are thinking about you, but they're doing the same thing. And so I hit them up, and I was like, yo, bros, like, you guys groove so fucking hard, and I would like love to hear what you guys could do to all this music that I've written.
Yeah.
And I was just like that. I was just like on rehearsal, and then it was like me. Boom, 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 boom. There were a few hiccups, but it's been the smoothest, cushions-free experience to collaborate with these guys. Like, I think the fact that, we're all, at the time, we were all H4lf Cast Māoris, and all the songs were about being a H4lf Cast Māori, and it just fucking made sense, eh?
Hard out. Something you definitely connect with straight away.
Fuck yeah. Just like, and that, a lot of the process of choosing who I wanted to jam with was just like, not who's the best drummer, who's the best bass player, like, who understands this music the best. And it was Jason and Keanu, because they were my H4lf Cast brothers, and then Tyron I hit up as well. He was another H4lf Cast Māori. So at the start of it was just 4 H4lf Cast Māoris, grooving out fucking insanely ruthless raw grooves. And then my bro Joe Jenkins, he's like guitar virtuoso, legendary, fishy fingers, Joe Jenkins. I got him on keys originally, and then we had our first ever gig at Caroline on the 22nd of December 2018, and that shit was ruthless. It was like, we rehearsed we rehearsed so well.
Was that when you guys went on with Dr. Regnall?
Yeah, Dr. Regnall was opening up for us that night, just with a real mellow. I don't think they had drums that night. It was so perfect.
I like the dynamism of that, like set, how they can show up with 3, 5, 7 and still be the same sort of thing. Like,
the essence is all there, right? Yeah, that's what we're trying to do with this music, is like prove that we're not hiding it behind anything.
Yeah.
So the loud noises that a drummer makes, you know, proving that if we take those away, the essence of our performance as artists is still just as impactful.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So that's how it all started, and we came up with the name because this lady Gloria was like, oh, you need to do a school gig, you need a name. And we're like, fuck, I don't know, we're all half cast. And then but I was like, I hate that name. Like at the time I was like, I hate that name, like it'll never stick, like it's too cliche.
Stuck pretty well, pretty quickly, eh?
But yeah, once you hear other people start to say it, then you're like, well, that's actually a dope name. But if you're just saying it over and over in your head, it's like art in any sense, like
too close to the picture.
Yeah, if it's just playing over and over in your mind, like you have no idea whether it is marketable or palatable or enjoyable for other people, because you're just like, I don't know. But then everyone started saying half cast. Even I got this bro, what's his name, Bryn. He was like drunk as a skunk one day, and he started crying. He's just like, bro, half cast is such a fucking good band name, bro. And I was like, okay, mean.
Yo, I've seen your stickers around in some amazing places.
Actually. Yeah, we try and do that.
Have you run into the guy who's like, I think he might be homeless, might be, is just in the shortage line, shows up to the free store sometimes, carries around a big speaker. One of the biggest stickers on it is a big half-cast one on the side.
Yeah.
And we went up and asked him if he'd seen you guys play yet, and he was like, no, I haven't. We're like, oh, goddamn, we got to get you to the gig that's happening tonight. Like, here it is. We hope you made it. If not, we hope it makes it to the next one.
Do you see him?
Oh, I haven't seen him again, but I need to go back and see if he's gone to see you guys yet.
I fucking remember that dude. I was busking one time, and I had just ordered a bunch of half-cast stickers. I was just giving them out willy-nilly, eh? And yeah, these cuzzies they came towards me and they had their speaker playing, but I'm trying to bust, you know. I'm trying to make my ends meet, you know. I'm trying to put butter on the table, and the bros are blasting this music real loud, so there's this conflict. And I think that was before I had the confidence to ask people to be quiet when I'm demonstrating my art. And I was just fortunate enough that they had the courtesy to acknowledge the conflict in sound and turn their sound off and have a listen, and then I gave them a few stickers. So
nice.
I think I remember that cuzzy, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to you, bro. Hope you're cruising.
Yeah, gotta find them again for one of the lunch breaks that we do. Take people out for lunch every day and just see what they've got to say. Make sure that a meal gets out there.
Yeah.
Hopefully Neighbourhood Collective comes through with that.
Yeah.
Give us our lunch funding.
Surely Neighbourhood Collective.
Lunch money and then school assembly.
Surely Paige. Lunch money, school assembly.
Yeah.
We're going back to school.
Yeah, it's the way. There's a lot of people that end up in a list of people that we want to take to half-cast shows, eh?
Yeah,
like,
start a list.
Yeah. Every time there's like 3 people we were like, why weren't you there? Okay, next time, no excuses. I'm coming to your house, grabbing you and bringing you along.
Yeah.
But so that's your past. What's your present? How many gigs have you done since that first one in Caroline?
Ooh, fuck. There's like 2 years almost. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn, son. 44 gigs.
44 gigs in 2 years?
Yeah.
So that's what, like close to once every 2 weeks?
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's fucking ruthless.
Nah, I don't know. 44. It just sounds good.
Yeah.
I reckon we've done 44 shows.
Yeah, I reckon you've done possibly even more.
Yeah.
Because there'd be some weeks where you guys just end up like just playing and
just
you
jamming
end up
out
in a different venue at like 3 points through the day.
I reckon. Yeah, we've had 44 shows since then, bro.
Nice, ties in nicely. Where'd 444 tie in with you? Like, when did you start bringing that into half-cast stuff?
I started bringing incorporating the fours into my art as soon as the fours started incorporating me into their playing.
Nice.
So I feel like you can call it numerology, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it all ties in with the synchronicities of the universe. And I just noticed a couple years ago, whenever I'd see a 4, and like, you know, you see numbers, but then like sometimes you might fart and then blink and then look at the 4, and then because of like the sequence of things that have happened in that moment, the 4 is significant. And then I noticed whenever I started seeing the 4s around, good shit started happening. And I met Milo, Belgium.
Do you know her numerology?
I'm just gonna say 4. I don't know her numerology. My numerology is 9, so
nice. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, 9's my shit. I was born on the 27th day, so 2 + 7 is 9. Of the 9th month.
Nice.
In 1999.
Nice. Wait, let me just make sure. But I think with any skeptics to this stuff as well, I can explain it scientifically as well, because like with magic things or like any esoteric based stuff, people are always going to pull that's just observation bias or confirmation bias.
Straight up.
But what I realized a while ago was, even if it is confirmation bias, you tie it in with that subconscious trigger. So if someone keeps saying 444 around and they start going, oh no, like the world's breaking down around me, wrong subconscious implant. Instead you plant, this means that love's coming your way and universal love's supporting you.
That's it, the association you give it.
Yeah,
I completely agree, bro.
I wish more people would start doing that, even if you can't believe in the in like synchronicities and machine elves or just like whatever form of faith that runs through the veins of people at the moment. You can still look at it and go, I can make myself a little bit happier by appreciating the world around me.
Fuck yes, bro.
But something I find really beautiful about it all is like so things that you didn't get a choice in but were given to you in various ways. Like you can't choose your time of birth or your day of birth, and you can't choose your name a lot of the time. Yo.
Facts, bro, that sounds about right.
Yeah, man.
That shit always, nail on the head, eh?
I find it a lot easier to justify to myself as well, because it's numbers. I've always had more of an inclination towards numbers than the planets, because numbers are something I deal with every day.
Yeah, bro.
Right on my doorstep. The drive from Auckland to Wellington, and you just watch the license plates and you're like, fuck yeah, it's a good day. Like,
yeah, dog, license plates, eh?
Something's up with that, low key. Like, they issue them in a weird way.
Almost every time I'm driving to a half-cast rehearsal, the car in front of me will have 444 in their license plate.
Fucking course.
You know what I mean, eh?
Yeah.
It's just like, what's up, universe?
Yeah.
It's like a direct...
The universe always shows up for your gigs too. Like they're at the front of the stage, it's like...
Bro, like their gig is the universe, you know? We create a fucking universe every time we put a gig on,
yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
It like goes in that little bubble and goes out of space and time.
And you look back on that gig and it's a universe, that an hour and 45 minutes of, whatever the fuck we did at any gig. It's a universe. It's a
universe of absolute beauty, the way you guys do it.
Thank you. Stop that.
What do you think the present and future hold for Half-Cast?
Damn. I think Half-Cast and everything it stands for, lyrically and musically, is the future of Aotearoa music, and I'm honoured to be a part of it, and the future is looking busy and fruitful, and there's going to be lots of wins and lots of losses, and it's going to be a thing. Yeah, and that's how it is right now too. Yeah, it's a thing. It's just that thing of remembering how special what you do have is. It's easy to think, oh damn, that looks special. This doesn't feel so special anymore. But it's like, it's situations like this, when I meet up with people on the other end of the music who receive it, it's times like these that affirm my journey and my role in the whole fucking scheme of things. And yeah, this music's just effortless and timeless. And I'm so excited to record some shit. I was just joking, we are going to record some shit.
You better. I reckon there's going to be fucking riots if you don't.
Yeah, there will be, but maybe that's all part of the marketing strategy.
Oof.
Get some riots started.
There's already riots. We don't need
Yeah.
more riots in the world.
You're right. We'll get some virtual riots started.
Yeah, I could be down on that. I could be real down on that.
Yeah, but you would.
See some live gigs coming soon that will be basically just plans for how we revolt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm always so excited to hear that music's coming out from you guys. It's been a long time waiting, and you can definitely expect a big drop, I reckon, when you guys drop. I don't think you can do it soon enough, to be honest.
Yeah.
But there's a time and a place for everything, and a reason we're going down these paths.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what comes there.
Fuck yeah, bro.
So what about you? What's Nikau's past, present, and future?
God damn, bro. What is that?
Deep.
That guy.
The personality formerly known as Blue Meanies.
Yeah, exactly. Damn, bro. Yeah, lockdown's been helping me refine my purpose. And I realized my purpose this lifetime is to uplift and to lead in a very particular way that I'm still trying to figure out, but definitely to lead. And I don't know if it's necessarily going to be from the front.
Well, leaders don't lead from the front.
Some do.
The bad ones.
Yeah, potentially. No, there's some that do lead from the front. Like, let's say Bob Marley. He was the lion.
Yeah.
He was the lion at the front of the pride, and he was uplifting his pride. But yeah, I think where I'm supposed to lead from is right in the middle.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the pack of the pride, and what I really care about is connection and community, and I'm also a Libra, so I hate it when anyone's fighting. Like, I'd rather be in a dispute myself with someone else than see two of my loved ones in a dispute with each other. I'd rather.
100%.
I hate it because I love feeling that universal connection, and not just like connection with myself or with my partner, but just making sure everyone feels connection, everyone feels love, and everyone, these virtues include like laughter is my religion, crying is my religion, food is my religion, music is my religion, dancing is my religion. Just real stripped back basics.
Just another alarm to be grateful.
Yeah, that's nice. 5:55.
Yeah.
Be grateful, baby. So
There's some beautiful stuff. People aren't getting enough of those things at the moment. Like, a really good point on it, which is like, connection is the root of happiness, separation is the root of misery. So I've started reframing my thinking those terms sometimes, and looking at things with like, how many layers of separation go through here before it gets to me. And it just makes it so much easier to realize that the thing you do to make that better is to just connect closer to it. Like people to help you out.
Yeah, unless you got a squad, a crew, a family.
Like, there's something about the Wellington scene that needs to spread across our country, eh?
Yeah, it's an energy, it's a state of mind, way of being. Yeah, very, just touching on that thing, like the religion that it seems to be manifesting through our actions and our art. It's kind of like looking at it as a bit of a movement, hey bro? Bit of a movement, so I don't know. It's called the H4lf Cast movement, and it's not really based around the band H4lf Cast, but we're definitely a big part of it. But it's like
does it include people from like the alienations?
Alienations.
Yeah, like on some like Marxist shit, like alienation from nature, alienation from community, alienation from ourselves, and alienation from purpose.
True.
Because like low key, like I kind of consider some of those things as like on some level one of those mixes too, where it's like you're born into an environment that actually separates you from like a sense of connection with things. Yeah, like I think we should all be born with those things too. Like we should have the connection to everything around us.
That's UMO made a good song about that. It's Ministry of Alienation. And it's just like, I'm handing in my resignation from the Ministry of Alienation.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, it's a vibe. I feel you, bro. So, just that concept of what I was touching on, the half caste movement. I think half caste is a really beautiful, fitting name to symbolize duality. So, I've eaten a number of mushrooms in my time.
Nice.
I know a number of magic mushrooms and a number of portobellos and white buttons and a wide variety. Hopefully the portobellos.
Nice.
But, who knows? But yeah, the medicine that the rongoa, the medicine that Papa Tuanuku has given me and it has helped me in so many ways and so many times. But the word that always comes back to me, the concept that always comes back to me, is balance. Every time I trip, every time I get too caught up in a phase of my life, or every time I'm going through some shit, it always comes back to balance. It's just like there's always an imbalance. Whenever anything is too intense to deal with, is it because there's an imbalance of anything. Like, so it's like black, white, up, down, good, bad, half caste. You know, it's just like the Maori and the European. You know, it's all just like Maori way of being is to give. How much can you give to your community? And the Pākehā way of being is how much can I acquire? You know, I want to build my fortress up so my family can thrive. And it's both. They both have the same end goal, to thrive.
Yeah.
But Maori do it by giving. Like, the more I give to my community, the more my community will thrive. And then the Pākehā way is, the more I acquire, the more my community can thrive. And they both make sense to me. But they're both so different in their approach. But for some reason, the end goal is the same, and we can't, you know, that's the thing, you know, so we've got to switch our perspectives, because we all want the same thing. Love and connection, love and affection, human connection, unconditional love, no attachment. Yeah, some shit.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Same sort of shit with like politics though. It's like, surely the people that we elect to lead are there to try and solve our problems, not create more problems between them. Yeah,
I've given up on them. Yeah, it's just a circus, bro.
I realised a while ago too that politics isn't what gets shit done. Politics is what makes sure we have roads. Everything else is still on us.
I like that. Yeah. They just make the roads.
100%.
I feel you. Yeah, it's
Like, I don't want to do that either, but I don't want to be like, hey, this person's going to solve all our problems. It's like, nah, that's on us too.
No, I feel you, bro. Like, I've completely, and I highly encourage you and anyone listening, is reclaim your sovereignty, because you were not born, and when you were not born with a pen in your hand signing your sovereignty over to the crown, or to the Union Jack, or to one way of governance, like make your own fucking laws. You make your own laws, and we all know the laws of the land. It's just like cause and reaction. The energy you put out is the energy you will receive, and fuck these bills, fuck anything. Just don't pay your bills. If everyone just doesn't pay bills, okay, public announcement. I'm going full dictator. No more paying your bills. No more paying tax. Pakika wherever you want. Be respectful, be kind. Do your dishes.
When do we start?
Yeah, that's my law. Vote for half caste.
No voting. Just
yeah, there's no voting system. Fuck yeah, man, what a joke. But
I reckon that's the way though. Like, legitimately, that's the move that needs to come. Is like, we all need to band together and realize like the people are the power. I don't get how we still like it stares us right in the face. Like lockdown and like nothing's open, everything's shut, people having a shit time, and yet you still come back and you're like, yeah, we can trash these people. Like, it's fucking horrible. But if everyone does it, then that's how we get it done. Like, the big thing I've been thinking lately is like came up a month ago or two when we started this thing. It was about spiritual colonialism and how people for centuries and like just forever have pretty much been washing their hands.
Yeah.
Just being like, went to confession, what I did.
Yeah, that's right, It's not that easy, bro. Holy water doesn't fucking solve your problems, doesn't balance your karma.
And we need to do like...
Splishy splash.
They said it hasn't progressed since 1948, which was when Gandhi died. That's where spiritual evolution stopped. Got whitewashed, it's been handed off as like yoga and sweatpants.
Yeah, dog, booty.
Yeah, but we need to go back to the principles that they used, which was like so many people missed that part of the story of Gandhi kicking out the British. The big part of it for me is he realised, okay, we're buying all this cloth from Britain and we're giving them all our money, they're beating up people, they're like destroying your friends and neighbours' lives to give you a shirt. So he said, fuck it, we've got spinning wheels, we've got traditional weavers, let's get to it, let's make everyone clothes. And I got a spinning wheel before lockdown from a family friend.
Nice, dog.
And they were telling me the story about how every interview Gandhi had, it was in front of his spinning wheel. At the time, I was like, oh cool, he had a like hobby. Like he was just like out there sort of motherfucker. Just
nah, dog, it's a movement.
Exactly.
It's not a fucking hobby.
And that's the thing, everyone there got it. It was like you have a spiritual responsibility to express it with your purchasing power, with your way of life. You can't just be a clock in at Sunday, like clock out.
Straight up.
And
shout out to the Wadi Wadi. Wow.
What do you reckon? 2018 or no? Fuck, we're in 2020. 2020 petition to get them to change the name.
2018, baby. We're still out here in 2018. Did you hear that? Time is not linear. Shout out to Terence McKenna. I see you, bro. We were there that night.
Always there.
Terence. I know you, Terence. Oh yeah, that's gonna be potent, bro. My wahi named Milo, she gets cacao from Peru and just
nice. So you got the like actual shit.
Yeah, we've got some ceremonial cacao. We ceremonially drink it with a cup of organic cow's milk and some honey while we listen to our Harry Potter audiobook. Shout out to J.K. Rowling. Wow. Yeah. I see you too, baby. Wow, what a genius.
What's that like in terms of, is it coming like a brick?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no, this one comes in a powder, but my dad gets the brick one. Bro, I was like stone as one time, and like when he first bought it, he didn't tell me. I was like, looked in the fridge, I was like, fuck, it's a big block of chocolate, G. And it said cacao, and I was like, yo, must be chocolate.
Yeah, that's always one off there.
Yeah, G. And then I opened it up, and I was like, damn, that looks fucking potent. So I actually didn't end up eating any because I felt more like some Whitakers. I was on a Whitaker buzz. Shout out to Thomas Whitaker. Nah, I don't know.
I wish more people knew the history of chocolate though, because like the reason everyone likes chocolate is because cacao is the bomb. But everyone likes chocolate as well because it's like sugary and
sugar got involved.
For it.
Well, that's it. Sugar got involved, and that's another whole addiction and another whole buzz right there. Sugar can do crazy things to our bodies, and then you mix the two, and it's a combination straight out of heaven or straight out of hell. You decide.
I think you just need like enough rice milk, and like shit's fine now.
Yeah, I reckon, bro. Rice milk. Fuck.
Get that wholesome goodness.
Shout out to the rice.
Just all the things making life worthwhile, eh?
Yeah, bro.
Rice, potatoes, cacao, like the shit's got us.
Potatoes.
Yeah, right?
Out of all of the shout outs.
What would we do without potatoes?
Sit down. Riwai is the Maori word for potatoes.
Nice.
Riwai.
So what are your alternative health things that you get amongst?
Ooh. If we're going to talk alternative health, I think very alternative, and I will go with my recent adaptation to the Wim Hof breathing technique.
Oh man, I was doing some of that before you came, mate.
Yes, my bro.
It's some of the best shit
you know the buzz
ever seen. Do you want to explain it for people who don't know?
Oh yeah, hard out. So as far as I know, there's a man named Wim Hof. So first name Wim, last name Hof. He living in Amsterdam right now, but he was happily married. And had had 3 kids with this beautiful wahine. He was working, perfect, you know, life was life. Life takes a shift. His wahine goes through a psychosis and kills herself. So he's left there with 3 kids, his wife's dead. And one morning it got to the point where he was so stressed out and life had thrown such a curveball that he couldn't deal with it. And he wanted to breathe. He just needed to breathe. So 6 a.m. one morning, this man's in his bed, stressed the fuck out. And he's hugely oxygenating his body, but he starts down in his belly, and then he goes to his chest, and then he can breathe his last third of lung capacity to his head, and he goes, fuck, I'm getting, he's doing it. That's the power of oxygen. And then he took one deep breath, and then breathed all his air out, and he said he didn't want to breathe ever again. He's like, done, I'm done.
Yeah.
And so he held his breath out, and it got unbearable, like, to the point where it was like, you need to breathe right now. And so he took this huge long breath. He had held his breath for like 10 minutes because he had so much oxygen in his body. And he breathed his oxygen in, and he just got filled with bliss and peace. And even with the prospect of his wife killing herself and being left to support 3 children, he was at complete peace.
That's fucking beautiful.
And so, through all of that gnarly experience that life put that man through, it was potent enough for him to discover a breathing technique that has benefited so many people's lives.
And it's such a basic concept. I don't, like, this is another one of those things of like, why do we forget that, like, yeah, like, the thing I need every day, every, like, 30 seconds sometimes to survive is something that we don't value enough to put in the effort with and to give time to. Like,
we gotta set up priorities pretty straight, eh?
Like, as much as I hate to say it, like, I understand it and still don't give it the time of day. Like, get caught up in that rush of, like, we've got 5 minutes to be somewhere, can't think about breath while I'm thinking about life.
Yeah, but breath is life.
Yeah.
Switch that up.
Something I got of a summer too, which is that, like, when you slow down in life, you actually go a lot faster. Like all the young energy that we've got of, like,
I feel
this
you.
was sticking folks, it was like, I want to go real fast, I want to get 100 like taps in this like minute.
Yeah.
But if I'd done 5, the ink would have stuck each time, and just going slower, taking my breath, and it just laid itself. Like, it
The
even
slower you
shows
go, the
path.
faster you can go.
Yeah, right?
Whoa!
Backwards is the way of life. Have you
Bro, it's like the Hudson Hornet telling Lightning McQueen to turn right to go left. Oh my god, shout out to the Hudson Hornet.
They've got some good shit that goes unnoticed sometimes, eh?
Disney sometimes gets it right.
I think a lot of the time, like, the people who are running those things have gone through a whole life experience. And usually, a lot of them come from a place where they're, like, going to the Burning Man and stuff there.
Yeah.
A lot of happies with commercial.
Burning Man sounds nice. Thank you for the cacao, bro.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Thanks, Common Sense Organics.
Shout out to Common Sense Organics, Wim Hof Potatoes, JK Rolling.
So yeah, back on that alternative health shit, you got anything else up your sleeve? Because I want to start running some breathwork classes in here. Fuck, any chance you'd want to lead some of those? Like, you got the voice for it, the, like, energy for it.
Keen.
Like, yeah, I reckon we just sort of slowly going to make that a space where got some stuff to spread out.
That'll be a mean, bro. Get a big tapestry on that wall.
Oh, yo, I've got one in my van, big fucking purple Ajna thing.
Perfect. Get that right there and just like beanbags and shit.
Yo.
Mellowed out, eh?
Get, like, I don't know, just get a few people around. Still haven't done a housewarming, just don't even do a housewarming, just keep getting people around for small things where it's like,
Fucking
come eat dinner here. Like, haven't warmed the house yet.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You warm the house with people, eh? Good people, you invite them over and that's that warming effect, I reckon.
Even just having you here, man. It's been a cold space until we've had you in here.
Yeah.
It's just, I've got the studio running upstairs now and all the bedrooms up there, so we're just going to start having more stuff happening.
Down here, eh? Yeah, cool place, bro.
Yeah. Like, dude, like, fuck the money for a second. Like,
Yeah.
what do you need help with?
Yeah.
Like, we'll help you out. Like, of course we will.
That's a vibe.
Yeah, like, that's what I want more people to be doing with that shit, eh?
Giving is. That's so much. You receive so much when you give.
100%. Like, to a point where it's low-key kind of ridiculous. Like, I realized that over lockdown too, that I had like a drop of money, went from like $0 to being financially stable for a bit, back to zero now, thank fuck. And in that process, I've like just clicked, I saw what every like rich person's doing. They've got all the resources so they can buy up things for a cheaper price and then let them go. Like they don't even sell things, it's just like, I own the things and people need the things. So of course they have to come to me. And they just make more money off that. Like, you shouldn't really be able to make more money off the fact that you have money while we're getting made more poor by the fact that we're poor.
Yeah.
Like, that's
it's
just
that
not
thing,
a right
it's that
system.
Robin Hood thing.
How do you reckon we steal from the rich?
Ooh, I reckon enjoy your life. That's how you steal from the rich, bro.
Just don't play that game.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that's straight up it. I reckon like low-key one of the goals for like us is get a plot of land somewhere central.
Yeah.
Start growing our own food, just doing food deliveries.
Fuck
like,
yeah, dude.
No cost, take it out to people in the places where they've got like
people
a lock on
gonna
the
need
pantry.
food. People always need food, bro.
Like, that's another thing, it's stupid as fuck that there's like a price tag to life.
Yeah, I don't know, eh? It's like when you go to work, that's the equivalent of like going hunting back in the days. Like, you're hunting for the ability to acquire food. Like, you're hunting for your money so you can get the food. It's just like, so we're all hunters, but we're just like fucking lazy ass hunters.
I wouldn't even frame it as we're hunters. Like, I'd say capitalists are hunters, yeah. Like, they're the ones who are like hunting down food and like making a big buck off it.
Yeah.
Working class, we're not hunters, we're just like enslaved and we don't realize it. Because legit, like, what's the difference? You go there, you've got a mandatory time to be there each week. You've got like
ants,
production limits to hit.
We're ants.
Yeah, and like,
toil.
we don't even like look at it. Like the other thing, like all the homeless people could be housed if we stopped protecting buildings and companies instead of people, right?
Yeah, no, the ones
they just build their own houses.
If everyone had a house, that'd be mean, eh? Imagine if everyone just had a house.
If everyone has a house and the ability to wear shoes.
Oh, that's nicely in tune. It's like, it's nice when you pick something up, it's just in tune. That's a bonus, eh? Ooh. That's it. Can I play your song once?
Please do. This is fucking gorgeous.
Just for old time's sake. Long time no see, what the hell you be? Find you a spot on the couch, I'll go and boil you the jug. Do you still have bad dreams when you're walking through the streets? Do you still have 3 sugars in your cup of cacao? It's been a bit of a while and it's been a bit of a trial and some errors in between since I've seen your crooked smile. And I can't say did I've missed you, cause I've been doing fine. I think I found some peace of mind. I wanna know who let you out the fucking box this time. Or was it curiosity? Maybe testosterone, my serotonin levels about to peak. You're gonna unleash the freak within me, within you. And I'm a nice guy, but as hard as I try. You make me a cannibal, release the fucking animal. And I don't wanna talk, just fuck hard and come fast. You make it unbearable, the rage is uncontrollable. You strip away my patience, punch walls break hearts. You make it unbearable, the rage is uncontrollable. And I want you out my heart, but you've been with me from the start. Guess I can't deny the truth, you are me and I am you. Close your eyes, go to sleep. Bravery is for the weak. Ignorance, hatred, and the murder is a part of me. Darkness finds his delight when I'll go to sleep at night. Grimy scenes in my dreams, nothing goes unseen.
That's some next level shit, eh?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's good to be with you, bro.
Yeah, you too. It's nice to be in this space now. With the time in between, it's a lot of learning and a lot of growth on the way, eh?
I reckon, eh?
Yeah.
I remember, connecting with you through Crash and Blue, and it was beautiful. And I found those connections really authentic.
When you came back in the green room after playing, there was this loop in my head of like, what am I gonna say that can actually sum up like the understanding that music just gave me?
Yeah.
It was like endless thought and just like.
What did you say again?
Was like, what are you getting up to over the next lifetime?
Yeah.
It was just like seeing another soul again, like like kind of saw the same energy of like Bob Marley coming through, like leading people through something big.
Yeah.
And just wanted to check in, just like
Beautiful.
So been through this before, may as well check whether you're ready for it this time.
Yeah, I reckon. Beautiful, bro. Yeah, that's right. That's beautiful to see you and see you on your journey too, bro. I'm really interested in your journey and everyone's journey. Everyone's journey is like, everyone's got a story, and there's an essence to every story that we can learn from. I reckon.
I reckon we need to start telling stories again way more. Like, there used to be this whole tradition of like, you tell stories to teach people about things. Like something fun that sticks and you don't realise why you understand it all of a sudden. But then it just keeps showing back in your subconscious every time. Like, I want to see some new age stories though. I want to see like why Jenny didn't send that booty pic on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Like the boy cried wolf.
Why some shit didn't happen.
Yeah, like just kind of bring it through to the new age, because I'm low-key real fucking worried about the next couple generations, because I haven't seen too much of them, but like I don't know if there's the people in there saying like, hey, can we like calm down and do some shit. Like everything has like accelerated velocity.
Yeah, bro.
The concept I was introduced to is like the spiral of life incorporates the generations. Like we low-key fucked up being this onto it and not preparing the next generation before they hit, because like we jumped massively. Like technology hit and then we started spiraling into a big up instead. Like our parents' generation kind of like leapt and bound from theirs, and then we had to increase that again to get ahead, and the next one's going even further. Like,
yeah, I reckon they're on their path, bro. They're on their journey.
What do you reckon their path looks like?
I reckon the universe is sending the big guns in now. I reckon this next generation is gonna have some powerful leaders and some powerful followers. I reckon.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah. I know so, bro.
You've
I
been
know.
amongst them, you know what? Like, give us the rundown.
Well, I've got a 3-year-old brother. If we can start with that, and so I can only speak on his behalf, but he is a fucking starseed energy, golden light shines so brightly around him. He's so smart, bro, and so empathetic. And so innocently curious and wonderful and cheeky and cute and fucking just awesome. I love my little brother.
I reckon that's the thing we gotta like help stop happening too, is where that gets quashed.
Yeah.
It's like, I reckon we're all like that at 3. Like, we all know what's up at 3, and then people tell us that's not what's up.
Yeah, bro.
We need those little reminders where it's like just a poke in the back going, nah, you're right, bro. Like, fucking be empathetic. Like, fuck those guys.
Yeah, gee. And like, my stepmom and his mum and his dad have always spoken to him like really respectfully, as if he was, you know, a person. Like, you know what I mean? Well, it's like that, because some people are talking to their kids like in this goo goo gaga language, in this really goo goo gaga but like if you just speak to them with integrity, as if they, you know, because they are, not as if, to acknowledge that they are no less than us simply because they're earlier in their journey than us. Like, they are our teachers too. They are our elders, and they are us, and they are our mokopuna at the same time. You know, it's this huge, beautiful cycle. It's just like, I've loved watching my dad like talk to him and tell him, just like speak to him with such respect. As soon as he was born, like he's 3 years old, they were like Manuariki, like, what do you feel like for dinner? Do you want eggs, or do you want fucking beans or some shit? You know, and they'd be like, Manuariki, like, they'll talk to him just so respectfully, and I reckon that's gonna craft this next gen.